As I sit outside today, this is February the 19th, 2026. Listen to the birds chirp, feeling the, listening to wind chimes and just all of the sounds of nature. It feels like spring. It's not quite spring yet, but it almost feels like spring. And that just brings me so much joy. Just to even think about, the flowers blooming all over it and having new growth and and having, seeing signs of life again. Because, in the wintertime we have, where your trees are, all your foliage off of your trees and different things and your flowers and certain bushes, your foliage is not, they fall off. So your trees are there and there. So I'm looking forward to the spring where you see blooms and you have, things to nurture and um, just new growth and rebirth, just to see how the plant will come back after of how our spirits are, especially after you've been through a tough cycle of spiritual warfare. You have a time when you coming out of rebirth and you are brand new, you are refreshed, you are once again thriving and flourishing and all of those beautiful things. So now is the time for us to prepare for spring. Winter time is almost over. We're not quite out of winter yet. I'm not quite certain the actual date that winter ends, but we can now begin to prepare for the next. We can begin to prepare for the springtime. Um, one one other, I find a life lesson in pretty much any type of situation. I can probably find a life lesson in. And so I have a new puppy. His name is Max, and Max, he's just now turning 3 months old, and just to see him outside, getting bigger and being a little more adventurous. He's now, getting a little more courageous. So at one point he was afraid to jump off of the little ledge that I have. And so he would kind of find a little corner and slide down the ledge. But now he's a little more courageous. So now he will actually jump off the ledge. So that just makes me think about, as humans, what do we need to become more courageous? What ledge are we afraid to leap off? What ledge are we trying to find ways just to slide down it? Just to say that we've gotten down. Just to say that we have done it. Which there's a time and a place for that. There's a time and a place for you to get there by all means, whether you're scared or not. But then there becomes a time when you spring forward, when you actually jump. So that's what the springtime to me represents. The springtime represents when it's time to leap. It's time to spring. It's time to actually allow your courage to reveal itself. During the wintertime, you are stagnant, you are in a holding space. So that's time for you to kind of reflect. I mean, we're always, you reflecting on moments that can be done better, that you will do better next time. So the springtime is the time that you show improve. The springtime is the time that you allow your courage to reveal itself and you leap. You've had your moment to just slide down, just to get a little practice on how it feels, just to, to get off the ledge. You've had that moment, but we're coming upon a time where it will be time for you to, so that your courage will be strong enough for you when it's time for you to. So those are some things to think about. Those are some things that you can pray about and ask the Lord to reveal those areas in. Where do we need to have courage enough to leave? So until next time, stay vigilant. As always, and let me clarify this one thing about staying vigilant. When I say stay vigilant, I'm not meaning be um to be scared of everything. That's not what being vigilant means to me. To me, staying vigilant means to always be on the lookout for the enemy and his tricks. That's not being scared because we know that we have the victory in the end. So no matter what kind of trick that he throws our way, even if we don't recognize it, even if we don't see it, but we know that we will have the victory. But let's use those moments to to see the enemy, his tricks and his ways. So that's what staying vigilant is. Staying vigilant is being aware and to notice and recognize his tricks when they appear. So until next time, stay vigilant and get ready to